News from down south, Cebu is bracing for a possible fallout from the Mid-East crisis. Yan at iba pang balita tulad ng bakit ang mahal daw ng basura ngayon sa Cebu in a manner of speaking. Kasama po natin si Dale Israel. Dale, go ahead Dale.
Hapon, Lord and Denise. Pero let's talk about our neighboring province of Bohol first. The provincial officials there are taking early steps to protect the local economy from the possible effects of the Middle East conflict. Governor Erico Omintado has signed Executive Order Number 7, adopting a provincial resilience and resiliency framework to address this possible impact. This order establishes how to prepare Bohol for possible oil supply disruptions, inflation, logistic problems, and economic uncertainty brought about by the conflict. Central to this initiative is the creation of the Provincial Interagency Task Force on Energy Resilience, or PIATF-EER, which will monitor fuel supply and prices, access food security risk, and implement measures to stabilize local markets. According to provincial officials, Bohol remains highly dependent on tourism, agriculture, fisheries, and remittances from overseas Filipino workers, making it vulnerable to this global instability. Yesterday, the Provincial Price Coordinating Council held an emergency meeting in Tagbilaran City to monitor prices of basic commodities. Representatives from major fuel companies such as Petron, Caltex, and Shell assured the province that there is currently a steady supply of petroleum products for more than a month. Major retailers in Bohol, such as BQ Mall, Alturas Group of Companies, and Shoppers Mart, reported that their inventories of basic commodities are sufficient enough to last up to 3 months. The executive order also directs government offices to implement energy conservation measures, including reduced electricity use. And meanwhile, the Provincial Agriculture Office has also been tasked to strengthen local food production, promote backyard gardening, and ensure adequate supply in Bohol. Meanwhile, here in Bohol, in Cebu, back here in Cebu, Lord, we have some of the garbage problem here been solved actually, according to Mayor Mr. Archibald. The city's ongoing solid waste crisis here in Cebu has partially been solved, but according to Mayor Archibald, this decision to haul this garbage to the town of Malubinsan has helped worsen the trash problems, but more expensive than before. Since February, the city has hired a private contractor to transport this segregated and treated waste to a landfill located some 60 kilometers southwest of Cebu City. That's Alubinsa. The setup was introduced after regular dumping operations were disrupted by collapse and closure of the Binali landfill. But according to the Department of Public Services, the city is now spending about 3,960 pesos per ton for hauling and disposal of the garbage. This amount covers tipping fees, truck operations, and manpower of the service provider. This is a big jump from the previous cost of around 1,100 pesos only while it was operating in Barangay Binaliw. Mayor Archibald admitted that the current arrangement is putting pressure on the city's finances. In a recent press conference, he said it's very expensive and almost twice the amount. City officials also pointed out that only 517 million pesos have been allocated for solid waste management in 2026. But with this budget, they warned that sustaining the Alubinsan setup of throwing garbage there will be difficult in the long run. Because according to City Councilor Joel Garganera, that this arrangement continues, the total disposal expenses could reach up to 1.2 billion pesos per year in Cebu City. Despite the high cost, officials said the setup is necessary for now to prevent another trash crisis here in Cebu City. Back to you, Lord. And
Masingit ko lang, Dale. Hindi pa ba, okay, bakit ayaw pa rin buksan yung sa Binaliw? May investigation pa rin ba?
Yeah, I was gonna, kasi they're saying the trash crisis is partially resolved, but the tragedy is unresolved pa rin until now.
That's correct, Lord. And it's, sabi, hindi pa raw inaalaw ng DNR. They're actually the city councilors or the city council is asking for DNR to reopen the Binaliw landfill, but the DNR has not yet answered on this request from the city council.
All right. So, may tanong ka ba? Kung wala na, pasalamat tayo sa ating One News Cebu Desk. Dale Israel. Thank you, Dale.